Hello there, Capricorn. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Capricorn for June of 2020. We're 6 months into the year already. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck, kind of like for an overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have this weird speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. I guess that makes all of us Capricorns named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I'm not thinking these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme or an overall view for the month. Now I have a short message for us, and they say that it's really important to us that we pay attention to, to what we think we are, like our self-confidence, our worth, those kind of things this month, not listening to what others think of us, or what others project on us. And if we do this, instead of it'll become our nature to do this, like our first nature, instead of what's that they always say, second, this is second nature to me. It's going to be our first nature. So to do that throughout this kind of environment with everything else that's going on right now, I think it's going to be important that we really keep our self-confidence and not listen to what others people project on us. That kind of is our message. We have good words down here. They're adventure, peace, purpose, risk, and freedom. I can see the card here coming up with the risk kind of thing in it. Exactly what our little words are down here. This one's kind of risky too, because this is about it's a 7 of rods or wands. I don't know why they changed the name, but this card's about courage under fire. When someone is ready, willing, and able, like to stand up for what they believe in. And that's kind of like our original message there. Stand our ground no matter what else is going on in our life. And it means we could have fallen into complacency, like in some manner or form, but now we're up on our feet and we're vital and we're coming back into line, I guess is how you'd say it. It's a card of profit, loss, and then gain after holding off all the competition, I think, and enemies, everybody, remember that original message we were getting. But even with this card, there's 6 rods here in front of him, and he has only one. And he's holding everybody kind of like at bay. So our determination is what helps us in this card to win the day. And that's a good thing for us. So, when you get this kind of card, you pull these inner resources and inner strengths up outside of us, like from the bottom of our shoes right up into our gut, and we can handle just about anything. So we put it to good use. We overcome obstacles, because that's our purpose this month, kind of overcoming what others think we are and standing up and being who we actually are, So this is to our advantage. This card is to our advantage, and eventually we get success through this by sheer force of will and our actual personality, which is a great thing here, That can bring purpose and freedom into our life, like our words down here. Even if we risk standing up for ourselves, in the face of something that could be trying or, how do I want to say it, aggravating to us, that we really don't want around in our life, But this second card here even makes it better. This is like all the aces. It's a card of new beginnings, right? Really fresh starts. triumph over difficulties once again. You know, we can triumph this month. And I don't think we're really going to have to risk too much because this is a double-edged sword. It's a sword of truth. You know, it's a sword of cutting through all of the crap in our lives. You know, if we think about it like that, it's the sword that means a major breakthrough, like a new lifestyle coming into being, a brand new lifestyle coming to us. We'd achieve the opportunity because of our will. Exactly because of our will and our determination and using, because swords are air energy or mental energy, using our little marbles up here to our best advantage. You know, we can get prosperity, we can get new development from this card. Trying to think here, even spiritual growth comes and it follows when we get this kind of energetics here. Well, the thing, all aces can be birth of a child. You know, so if we have this ace, it could be a birth of a child, a birth of an idea, a birth of an enterprise, anything like that. But it means we're in the position of power right now to manifest what we want, even our philosophy, in a new way. Now, I don't know that where these are coming down, you know, they could be in work life. I know a lot of us aren't working right now, but they could be for some of us that are still working. You know, I know a lot of people are laid off and things aren't all that great, you know, for a lot of people with all the virus stuff and that, but it's looking like we Capricorns are going to stand up on our own 2 feet, you know, and kind of defend ourselves by working through everything that's going on in our lives. Because we want, you know, if we think about that Ace of Swords energy, we want a manifestation in a new way right now, you know, and I think everybody does, because our next card here is the Two of Wands or Rods, however you want to say it. This is kind of a strange card, though. Usually Rod's energy means business, finance, but this is a strange card because usually something unexpected, you know, enters into whatever situation this is. So something unexpected, which our plan hadn't kind of allowed for. You know, our plan didn't allow for this, and here it comes in and it pops in. So there's an element of surprise around this, you know. Saying yes, though, to some kind of new enterprise with the expectation. We're going to achieve ownership. We're going to achieve wealth. We're going to have good fortune, which is excellent. You know, we started something and we're awaiting results. And that's that Ace of Swords energy. We started something, awaiting results. Although sometimes we deal with this too. With this, usually twos are about choices. But with this particular two, we get some kind of unforeseen problem, some kind of like little blips, encounter kind of obstacles that we didn't know, like a bank loan that doesn't come through, a partner that maybe was going to start a business with us just decides, you know, I'm out of here, I changed my mind, something we were counting on. But we've definitely decided with this card that we are going to pursue this. You know, we are going to pursue it no matter what, because it is what we need right now, kind of to validate ourselves, you know, in some manner or way, telling ourselves, this is what I want. This is what I need. I'm going to move forward. You know, maybe someone's telling me, trying to think about that, you know, maybe someone's telling me, you can't do this, you're not free to do it. But I'm thinking, this is my purpose, like our words down here, and I'm going to take that risk and I'm going to do it, kind of like no matter what anybody thinks. It's that kind of energy, and it's good, because look at, he's looking out there, that ball in his hand like the world's in front of me. And the truth is, if you really look at this card, one of those rods is held by a different hand. So like that seems to me almost like the hand of God or the source or the universe helping me to get whatever it is that I want. And if I'm determined, like our seven of rods, I'm determined and I'm taking the hilt or that. Something unexpected pops up, I do it anyhow. But here's the deal. Why not, if I have a bank, let's give this for example. I have a bank, they said, okay, your loan's approved, but somebody wasn't there and didn't, because of everything going on, didn't go through the details. I wouldn't just go to one bank, that kind of energy. I'd be approved by several. So if at the last minute I needed, the bank loan, I'd go to another bank that I already got pre-approved by. Or, a partner cutting out and saying, oh no, I changed my mind, Capricorn. Maybe I interviewed 3 or 4 people to be my partner, and 2 of them really seemed like good, and I chose the one that I thought was best. They walked away. I'd have a backup. So this card tells me, have a backup plan. It's like really good for that kind of energy. And right now things are strange. They change every day. We have to remember we got to stay on our toes, kind of go with the changes and flow with it and adapt as things change. And of all the people, we have a hard time adjusting and adapting because we're stable. We're a stable sign, but I know we can do it if we pay attention and if we're prepared. We got as far as we could with that Seven of Rods energy. We defended ourselves against all odds. Now, I don't know where this is coming down in any of our lives because they're general readings, but we have defended ourselves against all odds, which means we can do anything. We are free to set off on that new adventure and do actually whatever it is that we personally need to do to get what we want. Because here's our next card. Oh, this actually is the card of Capricorn, if you can believe it or not, the Devil card. And I'm thinking, oh boy, talk about risk there. But the Devil card is like a mythical creature without any substance, but it symbolically means like the bondage, that we create and the bondage we maintain in our own life. Kind of like that Two of Rods, if something popped in and it was unexpected, I'd already be prepared for it. And here I'm thinking boo-hooing because something didn't work out. I'd still have that backup plan, kind of energy, but it's bondage that we create ourselves and we maintain for ourselves. So we might feel like our options are narrowing. Like I said, when I was talking to you with that other card, have the backup plan. Options are narrowing. We might feel like we have obstacles or our things that are in our path that are not going to let us do it, or someone else is involved around it. But we have the ability to kind of set ourselves free of the situation by using our willpower, using our willpower. And we had that in that Seven of Rods energy, because everybody faces some kind of limitation or some kind of boundary, in their life. But it's our own self-bondage. With this card, it's our own self-bondage to the material world, like possessions and money, things like that, or status. That usually is the root of this kind of card. Even in the most horrible situation or restrictive type situations, we still have all these choices. We still have choices, and we're really smart. We can take whatever choice it is that we want. So everyone needs some kind of structure, right, in their life to create some kind of a solid foundation for growth, for development. And this card is Saturn, which is the Lord of Karma in Capricorn. And I tell you guys this all the time. If the Lord of Karma, if we have learned our lessons, right? And we've learned them well, we've learned them appropriately, when we have this devil card, it can build castles in the air and at the same time build castles on the ground. So if it was used appropriately, and if we used our will, right, used our will appropriately, think it like this, learned the lessons, used our will, we can manifest with this card. You know, like manifest whatever it is that we want from that sort of, this Ace of Swords down here. Manifest whatever it is we want from spirit, from an idea, into the material plane if we've learned the lessons. Now, if we don't learn the lessons, then it's another story, and the card also can mean drugs, sex, and rock and roll, you know? But I don't think for the most of us, that's something we stood up for and we fought for. If you think about it, with those other cards that come first, I don't think it would be. You know, I think we Capricorns are really grounded. And if we got this kind of energy and we used our minds, that's what the month is about for us. We used our minds and our spirit to overcome it. We're going to come through it and do whatever it is that we need to do to prosper and to survive. Whether it's changing a job or a new way of living or whatever it is, I don't know, whatever adventure down here or word that we want to go on, we're going to do it because here we are, Queen of Pentacles showing up in our own reading, which is excellent. That makes me happy. So it means we're going to make it through this for anything, through the trials, through the tribulations, we will make it because we're in our own reading. This is Capricorn energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Could be someone other than us, but this is a person, right, male or female, that really understands and respects money, but they understand it and respect it as a tool. You know, this is another tool in my toolbox, but I don't worship it like a god. So it's a really generous energy around us, really generous. You know, if it's someone outside of us, it's someone who is an excellent manager of money, and they would favor us. If it was someone outside of us, they'd be at least fair. Queen of Pentacles energy is always fair because they're well grounded, they're practical, they want to see the money they distribute, you know, produce some kind of result. Maybe because of that unexpected shot in that Two of Rods, up comes this kind of energy. Now, if it's not a person in our life, if it is not, it represents like a lot of labor, much labor after, and you know, doing a lot of hard labor and coming through it with being secure, with the acquisition like of wisdom through our experience and wisdom, and you know, through our experience and our prudent use of our wealth. That's how I want to say it. And we Capricorns are pretty thrifty, you know. Really think about it. We could live on a dime. And if something unexpected pops in our lives, instead of backing up, we're going to stand up, right? And we're going to bring it forward no matter what. You know, but with this, we're going to bring it forward no matter who is in our way, kind of. And we have something to help us if we can't. So we are going, or if, you know, something changes, I didn't mean we can't, but if something changes, we got something here that's going to help us. For a lot of us, it's going to be us, you know, standing up there in our own power, with our own self-worth, our emotional self intact, not thinking what was that original message. Not important what other people think we are. It's important for us to kind of know and value who we are, and to not stay stuck in anything for anybody, to just move forward and see where we're going. Our card is let the past go. Sorry, I looked down at the angel card I had in my hand and I was like, oh no, I don't think I can get the glare off of there for you. It's kind of overcast out there today, so it's going to make it hard to read in here. It says, the burden of carrying your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set the burden down. Keep only the lessons. That's like our devil card. Keep only the lessons, the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it, you don't need it, and now it's gone. That's excellent to go with this reading. I mean, really excellent. These angel cards always surprise me, how they usually go right with whatever the reading is. That's pretty cool. Whoops, I'm missing a page here that I need. Sorry about that. And I have to say the alphabet in order to actually get to the page. That's pretty sad. It says the angels gave you this card as a reminder that the law of attraction can help you improve the situation you're inquiring about. Complaints and worry will only attract more of the same, so elevate your thoughts with the help of the angels to attract what you desire. Several times a day, imagine the situation was presently healed, perfectly manifested. Feel gratitude that it is already so in spirit, which is our devil card, if we've got all of our lessons, and it says, which is, feel gratitude that it is already so in spirit, which is the first part of attracting the material aspects of the situation. Think about your desires, avoid worrying or complaining, and rise to the level of the type of person you wish to attract. As your spiritual energy increases, you will find yourself less attracted to lower energies in relationships or situations. This is normal, and the angels can help you deal with these endings and the new beginnings. We have the Ace of Swords here. That's our new beginning. If we learned all these lessons, we're going right through it. We'll be able to stand up for ourselves against anything, and we'll manifest that which we desire. So keep our focus on what we desire, not what we don't desire. Well, Capricorn, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anyone wants to know more about me, or if you need to go neb about me, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all of the information's in the About section down below the screen over at the website. And there's 2 short videos over there at the website. One explains a prayer class I put out for you guys. It's very comprehensive. It's 2.5 hours long. It explains how you format prayers, why you do them the way you do them, all that kind of stuff. And the other ones are sutra classes. They're simple thought forms. You put in a meditation. Takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. A good tool we need right now, huh? But the videos are over there. So to all of you I met through 4 whole years of doing YouTubes, and everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.